4-hour time frame. Okay, so we had SMT right here. As I've already annotated this first. So we're at SMT with the 6 p.m. candle taken out by the 2 a.m. candle during New York session, right? And we had SMT with silver right here. So if you check silver, SMT, you can check this is some kind of internal range to external range liquidity. No, and I will go back to gold and head down to the hourly time frame. So this was the SMT right here. Some type of external range liquidity right there. And we're gonna head down to the 5 minutes so I can show you my entry. So let's look at the Asian session, for example. What was the Asian session doing? It is simply consolidating, no clear direction of where it wanna go, right? So because of that, we're expecting some kind of manipulation, the protraction to happen during the New York session, the London session, or the New York session, right? So what did the London session do? It gave us the protraction, the manipulation to these lows, 6 p.m. lows during London with the 2 a.m. 4-hour candle, which gave us the 4-hour candle power of 3, gave us the protraction, close above the series of bearish candles, created an SMT, a CISD, a change in state of delivery, and potentially I would have made my entry here. I stop below these series of down close candles, a partial here at 1 hour, and a full TP here at 2 hour, right? But because I saw this move kind of later, I made my entry here and my stop below these down closed candles, targeted a 2-hour trade. And my screenshot should be right here. Yeah. So moving on, I'm just gonna show you on my trade channel, the entry. Yeah, this was the entry right there. Targeted a 2RR with that SMT. What did the Asian session do? Consolidate. We had London manipulating, closing above the series of the down close candles, creating a CISD, and then potentially going up. And then it gave me another entry right here because I was looking at this propulsion block and targeted the 2R and then price delivered, you know. Sometimes if it that easier, if that easy. And then let's look at the DAX. Let's look at DAX. It's the same day, October Wednesday during the London session. You can check on the weekly. What did he have for DAX? At that SMT candle closure, this candle closure was very, very important, you know. Grabbed that liquidity, created an SMT closed, created an SMT with UK 100 closed within this candle. And then we had an inside candle. This, for me, it anticipates the next candle to be, or within the next two candles, or the next two candles to be very, very explosive, you know, targeting this high and these highs because of these internal liquidity right here. Yeah, so, and then if you can jump into the daily, where that OP, it's a daily OP, not a weekly OP, an SMT, Tuesday candles were the Tuesday candle, Monday candle. UK 100 took out this Monday low, creating an SMT with GR40, which is the DAX true weekly open. Could have entered somewhere here, buying this week to this high, targeting this high, or potentially those highs, but that would have been stretching it, So this would have been enough, but I didn't do that. So let's go down to the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour power of 3 plane. So what did we have? That SMT had UK 100 taking out these lows, Monday low, and GR40 or DAX didn't take it out. That SMC, that OP, and my trade was around this week, buying this week and then exiting this. There's some sort of internal range liquidity to external range liquidity, right? Below the true weekly open, I could have held to these high right there, but I didn't. I'm still learning, so I'm channeling it, and for the next trade we'll do better. Yeah, so this was the entry. I could have entered right here, but I saw this trade late. It had already played out this, having that change instead of delivery, and I ended up entering right here around this candle, targeting this high. So since I said I could have entered here with that CISD, with that fair value gap, tapped into it, and then went for these highs, right? So potentially I could have aimed for more, for that high up there, because we were below the true weekly open. And we created a protected low. I could have went for this high right here, or those highs right there. This high right here, which could have been 14 hours. But for me, this was really honestly enough. This was enough for me, to be honest. This made a very, very big mistake with Nasdaq. I had a good trade, caught a good trade, but the trade management was, to be honest, not ideal. So we had the 4-hour power of 3, which is the model that I use to catch trades. S&T with YM. And let's go down to our lead chart. That's what we had. I could have entered around here as well, and I probably wouldn't have collapsed the trade here. So my mistake was collapsing the trade here because I thought we had FOMC for some reason. I could have entered here around this. So I saw this move here later, entered around this candle open, targeting a 2R. Could have entered around here. And I collapsed this trade for some reason because I didn't like how it was coming back to my level, because I thought we had FOMC, so price can do anything really during so the FOMC day with my experience. So yeah, takeaway here was I collapsed the trade in because I saw it retracing too low with YM. Yeah, that's YM. It disrespected that SNC that it had created. So it was not respecting the bullish PDR is leaving it play out would have been wise since I risked a small percent, since it's NFP tomorrow. This was a Thursday. Yeah, I thought there was NFP. Yeah, it was a Thursday. Thank you. It was a Thursday. I thought we had NFP tomorrow, but NFP ended up being tentative and being essentially postponed. Yeah, so takeaway here, if you risked, no, the first place, always risk the amount that you're willing to lose, all right? And just let the risk and walk away from the charts if you can, you know, let the thing play out, bro. That's my takeaway here.